Somebody said they laughed at Tory Lane's father. Let me say something. I want to make this very clear. Um, all respect to Tory Lane's father. I don't, um, like at the time of Tory's incarceration, whatever happened, I was not like fucking with him or cool with him or on friendly terms with him because he had done a very odd interview. And till this day, till this day, I can't believe he said what he said because I don't know him like that. I did him a favor one day via text. He asked me to do a song, and I told you guys the story. I remember having to go in the studio that day to do a bunch of paid features. Um, and I also had to do Rake It Up that day. So I remember he asked me to do that song, and I said, ugh, I gotta do a bunch of stuff plus paid stuff. I'll see. So later on, I saw that he had gone on an interview, a radio interview, and said some wild stuff about me. And said that my verse wasn't good and lots of shit. My husband didn't like that, even though it was my husband, me and him got back together after it was said, but my husband still didn't like it. So my husband asked Clue to facilitate a link, and my husband and so Clue said, "Oh, I could get Tori on like a three-way." My husband was like, "Okay," and you know, yeah, my husband let it be known how he felt, and I will say that by the end of the phone call, Tori apologized, and we left it at that. We never spoke about it. I never told anybody that story because I didn't. It wasn't important enough for me to say anything at that time. But Clue was on the phone as well, so I don't gotta lie. But I know how. Anyway, so but the thing is, to me, when a person can apologize in a real way, in a sincere way, you can tell the difference, and I do feel that it was a sincere apology. Um, and so that was that. But we didn't know what was about to happen to him with the situation. But in terms of someone commented saying people were laughing at his father, one thing you should never do is laugh at a parent's pain, and that's all I will say about that. Don't laugh about a parent's pain. You see, the pain in the request, in the prayer, holds a lot of power. Exactly. That's why they say God counts a woman's tears. But if you are a spiritual person and you saw or heard that, you didn't laugh because you felt the conviction in your spirit when you saw it. Whether you knew what was going on or not, you knew that this was a parent who, just like anyone's parent, was up there fighting for their child. And so, touch not God's anointed. And sometimes you could touch God's anointed by way of someone else, their family member, their child, their So again, be careful. Be very fucking careful. You know, because everyone knows how their parent would have been out riding for them as well. You know. So I have nothing but respect for Tory's father. But like I said, I never been really that close with Tory on that level, and so I don't know the specifics of anything with that situation. You know, I only see what you guys see, and I only see the obvious, the obvious and blatant lies. You know, so yeah. But at this point, at this point, I don't care who leaked what. But entertainment, somebody say for.
It's your girl Vina Love, the Harlem Princess, your favorite princess, and this is Destiny Below. Period.